Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today is a really cool vlog. I'm gonna be actually collabing with the amazing Brielle Writes on YouTube. We have organized a little collab, which is so exciting, where we're gonna be actually trying each other's writing routines. And they're very different, so I'm very excited to actually try Brielle's writing routine. I even kind of started it by listening to some music, which is from my Go Side playlist, and Go Side is the debut novel that I'm working on. My voice is still pretty low because I've just woken up. It's like 7:48 right now, and I'm gonna go to uni for a class. I have Canadian criminal law actually, because if you guys don't know, I'm a law student while doing this writing thing. So I was thinking perhaps after I finish my class I can take the bus to go to a cute little cafe because Brielle usually writes at a cafe, and I got her order. She actually orders a matcha latte, which I usually don't drink matcha. I don't mind it. I think it's really yummy, so I'm very excited to get a matcha latte today. And then maybe she actually goes in nature and daydreams about her story, which I don't actually go too much. I mean, sometimes I go to the beach, but here in Australia, since I live on the coast, it's extremely like not in the jungle. It's like not in any forest. I'm so jealous right now. I know it's autumn in Europe and every other beautiful place basically in the northern hemisphere, and I'm just here sweating. It's actually so hot today. Anyway, so maybe I can go down to the beach. And she also does some reading after her writing session to kind of go in the position and kind of look at the book as a author, which I think is so interesting. I very rarely read books nowadays as an author. I mean, it's kind of like in my subconscious where I think about things. It's usually when I read classics actually that I do this and kind of like take a backseat, like my entertaining brain it takes a backseat. So maybe I'll actually bring this book that I've been reading. It's a epic fantasy. I love Laini Taylor. She's amazing. This is her second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, so I'm very excited to be reading this. It's epic and just like, I love this so much. So maybe we can do some reading as well. Of course, make sure you guys check out Brielle's channel. I'll have it linked in the description for you guys to check her out, and definitely check out her video where she tries my writing routine. Again, I feel like our routines are quite different, so I'm very excited to see how she views my routine and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So let's go ahead and get to the vlog. Let's go. Okay besties, so I'm actually home right now. I just got picked up by my brother. That was an amazing writing session. I can already tell that I really love Brielle's just like chill sort of vibe towards writing, and just kind of like not putting on a timer and having fun and romanticizing the sort of I don't know, writing process, like ordering a coffee. As you guys saw, Brielle's normal order is a matcha latte, but I was excited to try it, but they didn't have any, or so I thought. So I quickly messaged Brielle and was like, oh my gosh, what's your second drink of choice? And she said a chai. So I just went back to the same cafe and got a chai, and the really kind barista actually came back with a cup of matcha, and he basically said, we found the powder, I'm sorry. So literally I was like this, I was like drinking like one sip of matcha and one sip of chai. But in terms of writing, I did a really good writing session, to the point where oh my gosh, it's like one of those writing sessions, you know what I mean? Basically this whole book has been turned upside down ever since I started to write like 2 hours ago, and I'm like freaking out. Basically I started to write, and it's kind of a pivotal scene when I'm like, as I'm editing my novel, and I'm kind of up to chapter 14, and basically I was trying to figure out, you know, the sort of background knowledge. If you've written a book and you kind of go back and edit a lot, you see that there's some problems with your world building, and more so the lack of world building. So throughout the book I've actually been brainstorming this new sort of whole entity, this type of background to this whole story that has just like, again, turned it like on its head, where it's become so much bigger than I thought the story was going to be. I'm still not sure if I'm going to go down this route or stay kind of like very conservative almost, you know, toward the plan I had for this book of being just a normal, like very short novel. It's just kind of a literary fiction instead of diving more into paranormal fiction. Because if you guys don't know, I've been quite hesitant to call this book a paranormal fiction, just because it mostly was a literary fiction. It had ghost elements and paranormal elements, but it wasn't actually substantial and not as fictitious as I would expect from a paranormal novel. However, I might redact that and actually go down a more, well, it's so difficult, like I don't even know what to say, but basically it's exciting, and I'm very excited to be brainstorming and seeing if there is more background to this particular story in terms with the ghosts and like curses and stuff like that. Like this has become more of a fantastical story, at least that's what I've been brainstorming, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But all I can say is that writing session was amazing. Again, it's one of those sessions where you just like, something clicks and you get so excited for your book. I know that if I go down this more paranormal type fantastical path of a story, it will change the dynamic, it will change some elements of the purpose of the story, and I don't know if I like that or not. But if I don't, I feel like it's so empty now, knowing that there's this whole world that I can explore, if you guys know what I mean. Wow, literally wow. But yeah, that's a little update on Ghost Side just generally. I really love how Brielle's routine also focuses on reflection and like not writing, if that makes sense. I really loved, yeah, listening to music in the morning. And again, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking and just thinking about my book. I think all of that story time, like time you spend with your story, is so important that a lot of writers overlook it, like myself. So I'm very excited just to be with my story mentally instead of just like always having the pressure to write. So I'm very excited to be going down to the Shearwater later this afternoon, which is kind of basically the beach. And yeah, just thinking about my story, since it's the closest thing to a lake. I think Brielle walks next to a lake, which is beautiful. We don't really have lakes in Australia, we just have canals and beaches. Anyways, since I finished my uni for the day, I can just focus fully on writing today and yeah, continue trying Brielle's routine. So yes, let's get on to the next part of the vlog. Let's go.
Doesn't matter what I say to assure It's then when she questions how it came to this. I used to cherish life and love my own skin. When will I learn to feel the light again? My soul must be polluted. I've been persecuted. I need to care for my own heart. I really love you, Bella. Can't you see? Can't you see how very simple it can be? For the love you give yourself is free now. You wanna try it with me? Bella is healed. She once again sees. She faces her reflection and no longer flees. Bella now knows the joy of dancing in the rain. She learned to find the hidden beauty in pain. It's got me addicted. The feeling that her love gives. Bella is so beautiful. Bella is so beautiful.
Hey Riley besties. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It was really fun to try out Brielle's amazing writing routine and also her favorite drink, matcha latte. And of course, just to kind of like go for a walk and just kind of listen to music and really reflect on my story. I definitely think I've made the decision to commit to this bigger part of my story, which is crazy. I feel like I always do this. I always hit myself with something completely new, completely out of my depth. When it's like perfect, it's fine, but I want it to be better and more me, if that makes sense. And this kind of was inspired definitely by just like the sheer awe I have for my favorite writers like Laini Taylor. As you saw, I read a bit of Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and that series truly, it's so beautiful. And I think if I commit to my story in this way, it will make it so much more unique. I really just like love stories that evolve over time, and that's literally how the Daughter of Smoke and Bones, that series kind of like went through. You think it's something, but then the story divulged into something completely different, that it's so epic and just like so otherworldly that it just brings so much depth and also what's tangibility, is that a word? It makes the story, the characters more tangible because it's more epic and more unique, and just like it must be real because it's so bizarre. Like that is the energy I need for this manuscript. So exciting. As you guys see, it's like the end of the day. Everything is setting, the sun is setting basically. And yeah, I had so much fun just doing this vlog and trying out Brielle's amazing writing routine. Definitely check out her channel down below. I'll link her channel down below. Make sure you guys go check her out. And thank you so much, Brielle, for doing this amazing collab with me. I adore her channel. Her videos are just beautiful, and I just love the energy she brings to writing. I think it's such a blessing to have her in the writing community. So thank you so much, Brielle, for doing this challenge with me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed doing my writing routine, since yeah, I don't know, I feel like I will adopt a lot of things from Brielle's writing routine, including like going on walks and just kind of reflecting a lot more. I really adored her reflection time, and also just romanticizing the writing process. I think that's so important when I get burnt out. So yeah, anyways, I'll stop talking. I love you, and I hope to see you in my next writing video. Bye.
I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do